Welcome back on this Thanksgiving Saturday to Hockey Night in Canada, presented by Rogers. Time for the headlines with Elliotte Friedman. Elliotte, you have the phone. It was incredible on Scotiabank Wednesday Night Hockey. Jack Roslovic, you broke the trade right in the middle of the segment. There you are. Every day has felt like July 1st, hasn't it, the last 2 weeks? There's the only man in the world who's on the phone more than you. Pete Walker, can you believe what they did the other day with the bullpen victory? Pete Walker and John Schneider?
People were like, this is never going to work, and it worked incredibly. I don't even know if they believed it was going to work that well.
Alejandro Kirk, what's been your favorite moment of their run before we go to the headlines?
Oh, just Guerrero.
The homers?
Probably the Yankees lose. I think everybody's been watching that over and over and over again.
I like Kirk. I should like all those young guys. Barger, my wife Carrie's, that's her guy. Clement, everybody loves Clement. Straw, but I would have to say Kirk, what he's done. Okay, headlines. Lane Hutson, the dealings going on. What is going on, if anything?
Well, right now, what is going on is that the Montreal Canadiens and Hudson's representatives have said we are taking this out of the public eye. It's Montreal, so any little bit of news is noise, and I think there is concern about how much this has affected Hutson. He's a young man in the NHL trying to make his way, and they don't think, or anybody doesn't think, that this is good for him. And, you know, people who've watched him say that he's been affected by the fact that this has been so much in the public. So they're taking this out of the public eye right now. Nobody's going to be commenting on anything. Are they still talking? I believe they are. I believe they are trying to see if they can find a solution here. But right now, the key is take it out of the daily news so that he can focus on playing.
And why wouldn't the fans want it now? Because everything is happening right now. You know, in the internet, you can see LOL and FYI and OMG, but right now it's AAV, every 2 hours, annual value. So what's with all the contracts?
Well, the thing is, we all knew the cap was going up, right, Ron? Like, everybody knew it was coming, and everybody in the league knew it was coming. The players, the managers, everybody knew it was coming, but everybody kind of waited to see what would happen in practice. You know, the number one thing when you talk to people right now, and it's not just teams, it's players too and agents, it's how quickly the world has changed. And go right back to Kaprizov on September 30th when he signed for $17 million a year, and then you take a look what happened since. Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, you know, Luke Hughes. Like, nobody, like, I don't complain about what people make. People are worth what somebody's willing to pay you. But I think everybody's kind of shocked about how quickly it happened, how much it's changed. Usually you get a summer to kind of process it, but this stuff didn't really start happening until September 30th. And I think the number one thing, Ron, is that everybody's worried about is what is this going to do to their dressing rooms? The Jets, before they signed Connor to a deal that was very different from any other contract that they ever signed, they went to some of their top players and said, are you going to be okay if we do this? And they said, yes, we need him. We have a chance. Let's do it. And I think that you're seeing that in a lot of dressing rooms right now. Managers polling their players and saying, are you going to be okay if we do it? And I get the sense some teams are more confident about their group handling it than others.
I was saying to Chris Pronger, his 9.6 annual average, best he ever signed in 2001, that equates to $16.4 million in today's dollars. So money was big then, but suddenly it's big again. There's no question about that. Okay, the Florida Panthers, on Barkov, what's his status?
Yeah, so earlier this week when the rosters were finalized, the Vegas Golden Knights put Alex Pietrangelo on season-ending LTIR. So that means they get full cap relief, but under the new rules, Pietrangelo cannot play in the NHL this season, regular season or playoffs. So everybody's wondering, did the Panthers do the same with Barkov? The answer is no. They haven't done that. They could change their minds later if they wanted to, but right now, Alexander Barkov is still eligible to play this year if he's ready to do it, and the Panthers don't get full relief. Last thing, the NHL and the Players Association, Ron, are going through bidding process for the 2028 World Cup of Hockey. Toronto has decided not to bid. And it's interesting because whenever these tournaments happen, if Toronto wants to be there, they're usually a very serious contender. But they're not doing it this time around. I think, you know, with the Raptors playing at that time too, other business that affected it. So Toronto won't be a host city in the World Cup in 2028.
Terrific, as always, Elliotte. You're a wonderful writer. I wanted to honor the 5 men we lost over the summer, leaders of our sport, Ken Dryden being number 1. This was his favorite line from literature. Robert Browning, but a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? And the thing about Ken, as you know, he kept grasping everything he tried. So he continually was on that mission of discovery, learning, understanding, reaching, and teaching. Ken Dryden went into the Hockey Hall of Fame 1983, and you know his exploits, extraordinary. Up from Greater Toronto to Greater Sudbury, there's Eddie Joachim, and he came into New York. Jacques Plante was there, took over the net from Plante. transformed the team. They made the playoffs 9 years running. He was a 5-time All-Star. Vezina was nominated for the Hart in '67. Hockey Hall of Famer, the great Eddie Giacomin. Here's a guy that Mark Howe described as the toughest player he ever played with. Bob was a junior Red Wing. He played at Harvard as captain, played on the U.S. national junior team. But as you know, he improved, protected so many lives as executive director of the Players Association, Bob Goodenow. Here's another great pillar of our sport and probably the hero of the group, Mark Curtin. 11 seasons as a pro, Vancouver. He played in Toronto and Detroit, as you see in these photos. Got into the Hall of Fame with Remax. He and Lisa were a powerhouse team in real estate, but it's ALS Action Canada and the ALS Super Fund that makes us on Kurtz's team forever. And finally, Bernie Parent. He spent a couple of seasons with Jacques Plante in Toronto, turned him into the best goalie in the world. But he's known as a Flyer, 11 of his 14 seasons, 2 Conn Smythes, 2 Stanley Cups, 2 Vezina Trophy, and of course the Hockey Hall of Fame for Bernie Parent in 1984. Those 5 men, it's not what we say about our blessings, it's how we use them.